Miracles happen at Christmas. Do you believe it? Jude, a young African man in his late 30s, needed a Christmas miracle to skate through all the challenges that has befallen him. He has passed through a lot within the past 6 months and needed just a miracle to help him out. Few months passed. He was sent away from the factory he was working with by his boss. A colleague had lied against him that he stole his boss's money. He had pleaded not guilty, but his boss did not believe him. He had been relieved of his post at work without any benefit. A week after, he was called from the village by his younger brother that his mother needed medical attention. He didn't feel well about it, but there was no money to send to his mother. When he told his brother about it, he had no choice than to end the call in a sad mood. Jude could barely feed his wife and only daughter. They had been living from hand to mouth. They hardly have enough food to eat since Jude lost his job. The once happy family are now very sad. There was a day that Jude was passing by. Since it was close to Christmas, he saw a lot of things, gifts, goodies, items, food that he could buy for his family members. But unfortunately, he had no money to get these good things. To make matters worse, his rich landlord had told him to pack out of the house on January 1st due to the fact that he was owing house rent. He could not pay up his house rent dues on time. Jude pleaded to be given some time, but the old man would not just listen. Likewise, Jude's wife couldn't cope again with the situation of things. She voiced out that the terrible situation is already giving her psychological problems. She told Jude that he should find a way out so as to uphold the home and their marriage. Jude sat down and thought over and over again of the challenges he was passing through. Then he remembered that when he was a teenager, he normally packed refuse for rich people. He would pack it for them, collect a particular amount, and spend it. He thought of starting it all over again. It will not pay much, but it is better than sitting down at home. And there is dignity in labor. Jude started packing refuse. He will help people to pack it from their various houses They'll pay him for parking and he will dump it at the refuse dump. It does not pay much, but per day, whatever he was able to collect can bring meal on his table for himself, his wife, and daughter. Jude's wife called his attention to the fact that it was 7 days to Christmas and that they don't have anything yet to eat for the festive period, no gifts to celebrate with. Jude could only answer that God will make a way where there seemed to be no way. With determination in his mind, courage, and boldness, he stood up to go to work that day. After packing all the refuse, he went ahead to the refuse dump to deposit everything. As he was about to turn, his eyes caught the attention of something. He moved closer. Lo and behold, it was a very good briefcase, but has now turned into a dirty one because of the place the briefcase has found itself in the refuse dump. Jude wondered who would have dumped this fine briefcase here. Why is this briefcase here? His questions remained unanswered. He moved closer, dusted the briefcase, and opened it up. In the first layer, he found papers, certificates, and testimonials. As he opened the second layer, what he saw surprised him. He saw a lot of money in dollars, plenty money that he has never seen before in his life. Jude wondered how the money got into the briefcase and how the briefcase got into the refuse dump. In the same confused state, as he was about to grab the pile of dollars, a note fell from it, which reads, "If found, please return to the owner." A phone contact was also added in the notes. What is the meaning of this? Jude wondered. Confused and not knowing what to do again, he checked the written statement on the note. If found, please return to the owner. And he looked at the dollars again. He needed money to sort out a lot of financial difficulties he is currently passing through. His mother needed medical attention in the village. His wife had reminded him this morning that it was 7 days to Christmas. He needed to see the smile on the face of his daughter coming back to reality. He needed to pay his house rent. He needed money for a lot of things. He was tempted to pack the dollars and run away. Another thought told him to look at the note. He checked it again, and that was it. He had a change of mind. He folded it back, zipped up the briefcase, and left the refuse dump. With the briefcase closely kept in his hands, Jude traced the owner to the city. Fortunately for him, he found the owner of the briefcase. It was Mr. Randy. Mr. Randy was a wealthy man who normally come to Africa once in a blue moon to check on his grandfather's property. Somehow, he had gone out that day and forgot the briefcase, and he could not even explain how he lost it. When Mr. Randy opened the briefcase, he was surprised to see that all his things were intact. His particulars, certificates, notes, and his dollars. Happy and excited, he told Jude to take from the dollars that was brought to him. So as not to be tempted, Jude turned his back and told the wealthy man that he doesn't want his dollars. Mr. Randy persuaded Jude to take all the dollars. Jude stood firm on his words and told him he doesn't want it. Amazed, Mr. Randy had to ask Jude personally that what does he want. Jude told him that he needed a good job, a good accommodation, a good life for his wife and daughter. That was just what he needed. Instantly, Mr. Randy approved all what Jude asked for with immediate effect because he never thought he could find such an honest man like Jude. The following day, Jude started working in Mr. Randy's factory with a better pay, more than his former workplace. Apart from the employment, Mr. Randy gave him one of the flats he wanted to sell before going back to America. He gave him as a gift for his honesty. Just life changed overnight. He got a good job. He became a landlord overnight. He was able to send money to his mama in the village. He was also able to buy lots of gifts and food items for his wife and his daughter. Their status changed. They started living in a government reserved area, a very beautiful place. His wife and daughter could not but thank God for making them to experience a Christmas miracle. Jude and his wife and daughter lived happily ever after. Indeed, miracles happen at Christmas.